I'm Danny Knightmare. And I'm MonsterFace. And we're Horror Addicts. And tonight, we're going to be reviewing A Cadaver Christmas, the 2011 film by Joe Zarul. And far as I know, it's the only full-length film he's ever made.
No, I said I wanted to do Hot Frosty, the Netflix 2024 movie. Directed by Jerry Siccaretti. He also did Lie Exposed and The Turkey Drop. I'm pretty sure one of those is a horror movie.
Dude, have you been inhaling U-Log fumes? We're not reviewing Hot Frosty. Why would we do that?
But it stars the lovely Lacey Chabert. You know, from Mean Girls and the 2006 Black Christmas.
Well, for one, it's not even a thriller.
I disagree. Being brought back by her, that's very thrilling.
Dude, no. We're doing A Cadaver Christmas, alright? If you're not gonna help, then be quiet. Anyways, Cadaver Christmas. It's got a weird grainy effect, I guess to make it seem like it's old school, though I have to say, that's kind of annoying. It also has really bad ADR, which might be on purpose, but still a bit annoying.
Wait, leave it here a sec.
We now return.
I mean, it's an interesting choice, but I feel like it kind of just takes me out of the film too often. It seems a bit forced. It's kind of a Christmas movie. I mean, the premise is a bloody janitor walks into a bar.
So what? You're the janitor?
That's right. I clean up messes.
Is that a punchline? No, I mean, that's exactly just kind of what happens. A bloody janitor walks into a bar. He meets a drunk named Tom and a bartender named Eddie, and he tells them why he's bloody. Apparently, he works at a nearby university, and he got into a fight with a bunch of cadavers. This is one of those movies where instead of calling them zombies, they call them something different, because that's to be on brand, you know, like walkers or whatever.
Cadavers.
What?
Cadavers!
However, to be fair, it's a debate throughout this movie. They argue all the time. Are they zombies? Are they cadavers? And at the very end, we'll get there, they'll explain the difference.
Why is it I've never seen you before?
I'm new in town.
And you kill zombies.
Cadavers.
So I'm actually okay with it. Also, Rent-A-Cop here shows up. Apparently his name is
Officer Sam Sheriff, ma'am.
His last name is Sheriff?
Yeah, that's his name, Sam Sheriff.
Does anybody else want to fuck around?
Yes, fuck around and find out. This is a 2011 movie, so there is going to be some spoilers. But before I throw that warning up, why don't I give you my rating of this movie? And I based it on 3 different things. 1, is it a good Christmas horror movie? And I have to say, no, not really. Later in the movie, they're gonna use some ornaments to fight the zombies. It doesn't really even feel like a Christmas movie. It's just mildly part of the plot to explain why the university is pretty empty, and yeah, that's about it. It's barely a Christmas movie, so as far as horror Christmas movies go, I'm gonna have to say no, it doesn't really stand out as a horror Christmas movie. Now, does it stand out as a zombie movie? Well, there's a little bit of good gore here and there. I'm not gonna say there isn't. There's some effects I liked, and, you know, it's got cadavers and zombies, which apparently are different. But it really doesn't stand out as a zombie movie, and that's not this movie's fault. That's the fact that there's just tons and tons and tons of zombie movies. I mean, that is the real plague. And this one is pretty mid. The movie has a very low budget, and I think it does well for what it, you know, can. My third qualification is it a good horror comedy? I was mildly amused. Most of the jokes landed on me. I know a lot of them won't land on most people. Even if they start out funny, by the end of the movie, you've kind of stretched it. So, it's only okay at best, even there. And with that being said, I am gonna say, skip it. That's not a strong recommendation. If you end up liking what I have to say about this movie, then go ahead, check it out. Of course, it's not that big of a deal. Now, throw up that spoiler warning. Yeah, Hot Frosty's gonna have spoilers too.
So, Lacey plays a woman who's a widow. And even though she's insanely good looking, just because she's a widow, some old lady is concerned that she's never gonna find a man, and decides to give her a magic scarf. She puts it on a sexy looking snowman. Not sure where he came from, but it comes to life.
Dude, I told you, we're not reviewing Hot Frosty. Get over it. So like I said, Sam Sheriff joins the group. He's also got a perp, and the perp never really gets a name.
I don't talk to goat fuckers.
You are a zombie!
Apparently he's got a goat named Betty, and they're gonna get married. Good for them.
I didn't do nothing, man. I was framed.
Yeah, fucking a goat.
Anyways, Sam's gonna drag the gang to the university, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this, because he thinks the janitor is very sus. In fact, the janitor's name is the janitor, even like in the credits. After credits we'll tell you what his name is, but we'll get to that later.
I'm the janitor.
So the janitor explains to Sam why he didn't call the cops. Apparently, when you're at the university and you try to call 911, it goes straight to the campus security. And then Kristen, the campus security guard, determines if she should actually call 911 or handle it herself. And this is going to be a joke that comes up again later. At the university, the perp, he finds a cadaver. And apparently bestiality is not enough for him. He's also into necrophilia, and he feels like getting necromantic with a pretty disturbing looking corpse. But at least she's pretty to him.
Whoa, his Xmas wish brought that cadaver to life and turned it into a hot naked chick. Just like how Lacey Chabert turned a sexy snowman into a hot naked dude.
Why?
Because this movie made me really think, alright? It's been inside my head, and all I got is a head.
It's not a deep movie. What does it make you think about?
It made me think, as an inanimate object who was brought to life by a magical wish, that I really got a raw deal.
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Will you shut up? Anyways, Eddie the bartender gets bit, and they try to call the cops one more time. But apparently the janitor forgot what happens when you do that.
Want peace, more security? What's your emergency?
Kristen then eventually joins them, and she's seen enough evidence to finally think, yeah, we should call the cops. But she's not in her office, so when she calls the cops, it just goes to her office. And who the hell's that? He was like stealing the stapler? I get it. Comedy rule of threes. Gotta do that joke at least 3 times. Did we need it 3 times? I don't know.
Hot Frosty also is having a problem with the law. See, he showed up all Terminator style, rocking those abs, naked, even though it was unintentionally. He streaked past an old couple and dropped dong right in front of them.
Hi there.
Then accidentally managed to break into a clothing store and kind of steal clothes. So the local sheriff wants to bust his hot ass.
Shut up, or I'm going to bust your ass. The group finally reaches the professor's office, but he's not there. And it turns out the drunk actually has a brain.
Leucochloridium paradoxum? Isn't that some sort of parasite?
This does predate The Last of Us' fungus theory.
I guess Santa came early this year.
Well, somebody came early.
Yeah, Lacey got to come early because her love turned the snowman into a real dude. And then they went off to a sexy vacation in Hawaii. That's not fair. That could have been me.
And it should be me. And that should have been me. And it should have been me. And it should be me.
Yeah, that's the end of that movie. Are you finally done? We're not talking about Hot fucking Frosty. Anyways, where was I? They've just learned about the professor's knockoff reanimator serum. The professor gone done fucked up. Eddie finally turns, and quickly turns Kristen. They fight their friends. Sam gets bit, but they manage to get away by sacrificing the perv.
No, we're not. You are. What the hell do you think you're doing to save your life?
Now, the janitor, I guess, hasn't been strictly stated to be a great guy. He just moved to town very recently, and nobody knows a lot about his past. But, I don't know. That wasn't very heroic. The guy's gross, I give you that, but it's kind of cold just to break his leg. But hey, you know, you don't have to outrun the horde of cadavers. You just gotta outrun the perv after you hobble him.
Yeah, he got screwed, just like I did.
You got screwed over just because I don't want to talk about a rom-com? Calm down, dude. They have a chance to get away, but the janitor decides he's gonna make his last stand. Sam decides to get the Sam hell out of there. Tom the drunk does decide it is best that they contain these cadavers and save the world on Christmas.
I think I have to go with the janitor on this one.
Speaking of Christmas, the movie finally decides to kind of be a Christmas movie. They use a lot of Christmas ornaments, and what else is in that box? Ah, a creepy monkey. To finally fight these zombies, there's some candy canes, some lights, some ornaments, a lot of desks and other debris that they can stack up. To be fair, this is kind of weak. I know it's way before Anna and the Apocalypse, but that's a good Christmas zombie movie that does the Christmas and the zombieing better. They're fighting cadavers and, whoa, some zombies show up. Crap. Tom also freezes up and can't quite help the janitor, who gets smacked on the head by mystery staple stealer. But I don't know who this guy is, but that was kind of a dick move. Sam does to show up and save the day, but is forced into his official retirement.
What kind of cop would I be if I let my friends get eaten?
But you're not a cop, they fired you!
You know, your typical sacrifice. Though Tom manages to save the janitor, and Tom's flask is apparently endless. He's been drinking out of that thing the whole movie. I don't know how there's anything left. Christmas miracle, I suppose. And this is one of my favorite gags in the movie, where he's kind of puppeteering an unconscious janitor. Because, you know, action horror movies where there's a lot of things going down, but they need to work out their problem.
This is fun, isn't it? Yeah, this is a pretty great tradition.
It's a little more funny when the guy's unconscious.
Yeah, to be completely honest, this scene is a bit offensive.
The puppeteering offends you? Okay, fair enough, I get that. At least you're finally talking about the right movie.
So what? I'm still very pissed off.
Pissed off? Man, why?
'Cause I could have been something sexy. I could have been rocking some abs and ended up a cougar's plaything. I could have even been a beautiful mannequin on the move or something. Even a T-Rex that's loved by Denise Richards. But no! The Blue Fairy brought me to life as a toy skull because some 8-year-old psychopath was lonely while he was living on the drive-in theater and didn't have any friends. But when that chapter with his life was over, I got shoved into some attic until you finally found me years later to what, help you review some full moon movies? I got screwed.
I didn't know you felt that way. We could talk about that. But let me finish it right here. We're at the very end. Oh, nice Evil Dead poster, by the way. So when the janitor comes to, not knowing he had a heart-to-heart with Tom, he finally explains the difference between zombies and cadavers.
Wait, I'm confused. So the fast ones are zombies and the slow ones were cadavers?
But now armed with Sam's guns, they go finish them off. It's a cool fight scene. Once it's all said and done, they have themselves an Xmas bonfire.
This is one of the best Christmases I've had in a long time.
And Tom lets the janitor know that he was bit when he was saving him, so they know what needs to be done. Yeah, he's gonna tell him about the rabbits. Great reference. Thanks for contributing. Wait a minute. He should have turned by now. Maybe they don't have to kill him. What would have stopped him from getting killed? All saves the day, as always. Correct. Whatever the hell's in his magic flask seems to have killed the virus. There's been worse cures for the zombie virus, so I'm gonna allow it. So they get a happy ending after all. Just kidding. They end up in prison for killing all those people. There is some funny mid-credit, after-credit scenes where you finally get to know the janitor's name.
And Chester Peaton of Sandwich, Illinois.
There you go. Chester. Creepy. And the stinger at the very end of the credits was very hopeful that they'd get a sequel. Maybe someday. Look, dude, I'm sorry that you ended up being a toy, but I have to say you're a really cool toy, if anything, and the fact that you're alive makes it even way cooler. You're the best Christmas gift I ever got. Except for maybe the Sega Genesis. Point is, you're the gift that keeps on giving. You're like one of my best friends, and I can't make up for the lost time when you were stuck in the attic, but I'm glad that we found each other again. Hey, it's Christmas, man. Can you please forgive me? Why don't we go open some presents together?
Yeah, what type of present would you get me? A hat?
Yeah, okay, it's a hat, but it's really cool.
Okay, I'm back into the Christmas spirit. Let's go.
Alright, man, let's go do it.
Cut!
Merry Christmas.